Welcome to PAM Eastcoast, LA. I am your host, Pamela, and today I have the wonderful, what should we call you, like a director, screenwriter?
Let's go filmmaker. Let's go
Filmmaker.
Filmmaker.
Brendan
Filmmaker's the fun, all-encompassing one.
Tell us, baby, Brendan Nagle, everybody. Welcome to the show, my love. Thank you so much for coming, finally.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself.
I come from a tiny town in upstate New York with no stoplights and more cows than people. It's kind of like I always just think of it as the Shire. Lord of the Rings was my favorite movie. Were my favorite movies when I was like in high school. So I was like, oh, that's kind of like Nagle. I moved out here just actually like 10 years ago, like almost exactly as of the posting of this. So LA is very different than upstate.
LA.
LA, yeah. Crazy. And I worked in many different corners of the entertainment and sort of digital space. And now I'm a producer on the, I don't know if I want to talk about work, use so much, but like a UGC brand, a big channel that deals with UGC, user-generated content. So people send their clips in and we represent those clips and put clips in compilations. And it's back in film school, they called it found footage and B-roll. And now I have access to a bigger B-roll library, probably than I will ever have in my life. So I'm having a whole lot of fun playing with other people's clips while by night or by afternoon, shooting some stuff, writing some things. When you like what you do, you almost never stop working. That's
right.
So
I like your
stuff. It's different.
And I like the little surfboards and everything.
Yeah, I got some boards. That one is the fun one. That's the aspirational board, and as the taller they go, not the lazier the day, but the little more chill that it is.
It's more chill, right? Yeah, I've never gone surfing, but I've gone body surfing.
Well,
I'm just saying.
It's okay. Well, it's someday I'm sure we'll paddle out. And you get one of these. You get the foam board. That's the nice and easy one. That way the foam board, if it bonks you or someone else, you don't knock someone's tooth out.
Well, I lived in San Diego for a few years, so that's why, you know, I hit the water over there, but I could never, I don't think I can conquer surfing. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I'd be lying to you, but I have gone skydiving. I know you've gone skydiving.
Where's my certificate? Yeah, I have. They give you a silly certificate. I have too. Yep. I've gone twice. I'm trying to make it a birthday thing now because it's like, why not? Because the first time it was during the, like, it was not like the pandemic. I was born on July 4th, so like I went to, so it was like in the summer of 2020, we were kind of coming out of it ish a little bit or whatever. So I went there, and they were open, so it was weird. Like you're outside, you hold your breath, you how far do you stay far, whatever. But I went then, it was like whatever. What's the world? You know, everyone's awesome. Like cuckoo. And then I went again, and now I'll probably go again this year. So.
Oh, skydiving. I went for my 30th, which was just a couple of years ago. Everybody.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. I'm not gonna lie, it was great. It was like stress reliever by 1,000. I can't explain it, even though it's kind of scary, obviously, because you don't want anything to happen, but if it's all smooth sailing, it's worth it. That's what I tell everybody. I loved it. I haven't gone in a few years. My 30th, you know. No, I'm kidding. It's okay. I'm about to be 40 right now this year in July myself. So
I hear I'm gonna miss the party by like a week. I feel so silly. The odds I'm actually gonna be back in New York and you're having a party the week after.
You already know, baby. I do a beach party every year. Ooh,
is it the 17th? Is it like 17th, as you said, right?
Huh?
17th-ish, something like that.
27th-ish.
27th?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably be. Gosh, I might be in like.
That's okay. You're gonna be in another state enjoying yourself because everybody. Brendan is going. Basically driving across America, him and his girl, and they're going to be like, it's like backpacking almost with the car.
Yeah, it's going to be, it's
good
details TBD. I'm still figuring out exactly how and what I'm going to do and where I'm going to do it, but it's about time because when I came out here like 10 years ago, I wanted to like do a documentary driving across. I was looking for the country's best meatball sub. I had an affinity for meatball subs. Not that I still don't. Maybe I'll find it, but that's not.
I was about to say, where is it?
I don't know. They're all of every Italian restaurant has their own, or pizza shop has their own
That's
They're all
true.
good. I love meatball subs.
I
So
have a feeling it's probably going to be in the Midwest. I don't know.
yeah, maybe
Um,
Omaha. Let's go.
Hell yeah, let's do it, Omaha. You got the best meatballs or what? Well, you know what to do now when you travel across country right now.
Oh
Gotta have
yeah,
your camera. That's what I'm
that's it.
talking about. You're supposed to feel sexy with that camera, you know?
Sexy is yeah. I've got a very big lens, and I hope I don't feel like I'm overcompensating with that one. But
Oh,
like
you got a
yes,
lot
like
of sexiness.
but
Is
the lenses that I
that
actually really like are the really tiny ones, or rather the ones that can shoot really up close. Macro photography has become a lot of fun. During COVID, I got to shoot at a cannabis cultivation plant, making SOP, like how to grow weed, basically. Very fine cultivation process. It was impressive. I've never seen anything like agriculturally up close. Is it considered agriculture cultivation? Is that a sub?
I would consider it agriculture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was neat because like with flowers, and I've become fascinated with this too. They have these things called trichomes, which are these little hairs that like just come off of the buds, and yeah, like when you see things like at that level, like it's fascinating.
No, that sounds fascinating. I've never actually been like in a weed plant before, you know.
A lot of plants
See it to
in the
see
plants.
it grow and everything. Yeah, I can only imagine what that process takes because you know that's the thing now. It's legal.
Oh yeah, it's five, and they're
I've only seen weed in a pot. That's it.
eh,
You know, in somebody's backyard or something. But now it's
and this
like
was yeah, and
it's
it
like a
was
greenhouse.
basically yeah, it was basically a
Yeah.
greenhouse, and like
Yeah.
and Sunday drivers in this room, and wedding cakes in this room, and fire OGs in this room, and some rooms have it both.
That's
Some rooms have a
crazy.
hybrid of hybrids.
Well, before we continue, let's talk about grape drink, purple drink hour.
Yeah.
What do we have today, my friends?
Chocolate peanut butter protein shake.
You guys hear
I
this? You guys hear this, right? We doing Yasu, my friend. We're doing protein today, guys. You are the first, I must say, that's got me drinking a protein shake during grape drink, purple drink hour.
well, did you get? I forgot to mention cinnamon. Did you have cinnamon in yours?
Mm-mm.
Cinnamon is a great topper.
You did not say cinnamon. You said banana, chocolate, peanut butter.
Those are the main ingredients. Those are the hallmark flavor. I should have said the cinnamon. The cinnamon really.
What do I
does
do? I got to put the cinnamon just bam.
You can do the Starbucks thing. Yeah, you can sprinkle it. I just dump it and blend it all together.
Actually a good idea, but I didn't think of that because that wasn't part of the ingredients. And I
I will
got
send you the
match.
list after. There's also flax seeds and
Oh, I put chia seeds in mine.
chia seeds. Yeah, chia seeds are good. Chia seeds, flax seeds. I used to do and still do. I'm going through it, but bee pollen. But someone on the internet told me that the
Just want you to know, because you got me doing protein today, I decided I was going to work out after this. You understand? And that's why I got my whole, like, my little sweater.
Okay.
Out, you know what I'm saying? Da-da-da. Well, actually, I was just going to run though. And then my head would be like, da-da-da. Now I got my protein. I'll run, do my little push-ups and my crunches, you know.
Nice.
I got to get set too for my birthday.
Hey, it's perfect. I think, you know, exercise, like everyone talks about, not everyone talks about it, but like there are a lot of this and that for better look. But exercise is like just the key to longevity. Live a long life, exercise, that'll help you get there.
You know, they say 80% of your diet is your food intake. And because I am now fasting also for Greek Easter, which consists of, like, you know, the point of fasting, right? It's not just not eating meat or not eating dairy. It is a cleanse of, like, you know, you're supposed to be like a better person. You're not supposed to be like negative. You're not supposed to really swear and be, you know, you're supposed to just completely spiritually cleanse, you know. So that's the whole point. So adding protein and exercise is definitely a good assistance, you know. All right, so tell me, so how did you get started, babe?
Oh gosh, like I had a little. I was gonna say my little sister. I don't remember filming my little sister, but like I had little like where at what point like I've been playing with cameras my whole life, so I'm just trying to figure out where the
So
fun
tell me
jump
about
off
your
is.
little
Maybe high
sister.
school.
When you guys were kids, you were just basically, it was inside you.
Yeah, and that
Okay.
show Jackass came out, and I was like in I don't think I was 6 or probably middle school-ish, and like they were filming it and they were on TV, and like the guys on that show were having fun with each other. So me and my buddies were like, oh, maybe we can do silly things like this too. My school was really small. There wasn't like an audio visual class or anything like that. So for, I think it was like, we had to write a paper or do something on like Shakespeare's Caesar, and we instead filmed it, and it was like, oh, this is cool, because like it was a bunch of people, a bunch of guys in 8th or 9th grade trying to read Shakespeare, and it was just sillier more than anything else. But it was fun to edit that stuff too. So I found some software on the internet, I downloaded, man, and then it was like I brought the camera over to my buddies' birthdays, and we would prank them and do silly things and like make videos out of like that. And then essentially it was like every time I could make a video in school, instead of writing a paper, I would do that. And then I went to film school in Rochester, made a feature shortly, like right after I graduated there. Stars aligned, and I met a guy. I'd worked with a volunteer actor who'd been a volunteer actor in student films for like 20 years, and he'd never done a feature, and he always wanted to do a feature. So everyone, like legacy of the school, owed this guy a favor, and I happened to be the one that was like doing the movie with him. So everyone was down to make a feature film, because it's no small task to just do a feature there. Since then, I've always had, since I edit my own stuff, like I've had an affinity for editing. So editing has sort of paid the bills, one form of editing or another, while acting on the side is fun. And I've done some of that. Like I've just.
And you're a screenwriter as well.
Yeah, here we go. This is embarrassing. This is very telling. This has not made much progress right here, but
not embarrassing. I like it.
Yeah, I mean I wish like the little pink cards are the scenes, and the green ones are the characters, and like that's a work in progress. Whatever the breakout project is going to be, most likely will be something that I end up writing myself, because I don't have anyone. It's a matter of you just got to kind of build it yourself. So.
Is there any websites or anything that you recommend for people to?
Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel. By the time this is up, there will be a fun little video. I just got a GoPro 10, and I did a little test shoot with that. Nothing wild, but you'll see what it was, and it's cool. So look up. God, I wish I had the title of it now. Let's come up with a title for the video right now. It needs to be SEO optimized. First shoot and impressions with a GoPro Hero 10. And that'll get you to my YouTube channel, maybe. At work, we get these videos in that other people shot. And one was a clip of someone had shot a driver next to them in the road, and they were asleep on the highway. And the car is going like 80 miles an hour, maybe not 80, but like fast, because they were in a Tesla. And the driver is just asleep as his car is passing other people.
So how do you seek out your opportunities and gain the projects that come along your way?
Let's see. It also comes down to like things that I have some sense of an understanding for and an interest in. For example, I was getting some dental work done right around, I think it was 2020, and they told me that I was going to need a crown or whatever, and I said, I don't want it. Let's put it down the road. But I was like, wait a second though. Actually, do you guys need a video for your social media? Do you guys need a video for your social media? I'll trade you a commercial for a crown, and they bit. And it was fun. I've always wanted to do a dental commercial, because like the job before that, no pun intended. And because the job I was at before that, I was actually adding fine print to these dental commercials. So I'd seen so many of these Aspen dental commercials, and I wasn't actually editing them, but I was getting the sense for the tempo. And there are dental offices everywhere in the world. So to have a dental office on my demo reel seemed appropriate, and I got
that sounds awesome
out of it. So
who would have thought? That's genius.
Yeah, and it worked.
Hell yeah, it worked.
So I wish it, I wish it was one of those things where it was larger. Yeah, and it just ended up being one of those things where I was shooting it and interviewing them and editing it and all that, but it was good. It was fun. Let's see what else. And then with artists and music videos, I think besides the commercial stuff, probably music videos is what I've done more than anything else. And there's, again, when you find the track that you like and an artist that wants to collaborate and has a like-minded vision with you, then you're off. You're gone. I've done 4 music videos with KB, Katie Beth Seiler, who recently left LA. She's in Philly. I'm excited to hopefully cross paths with her on the road trip and maybe shoot something else. She's got a fire track that I never got to do a video for before she left. It's called Sweet Love of Mine, and it's so good. So we'll see. Hopefully that music video, we can just, like, I'm going through Philly for a night. So I hope that maybe we can just do some fun thing on the road. Like, I don't know. I have no
Hopefully
idea
she watches this.
Hopefully she will. Yeah, KB, shout out.
You
Good
know,
stuff. Check out Wedding Man. That was the last video. Not the last video we did. We've done a bunch together. Just check out all our stuff. She's got a beautiful voice.
Brendan's
great
coming
sounds.
through, everybody.
Come through. Yeah, actually.
Okay? He's bringing that ass, honey,
and the prime
and the
Zoom.
camera, and his girl. There's gonna be 2 asses there.
It's gonna be a full car.
Yeah, full car with a cat and dog, apparently.
And those asses too. Yeah, there's
Cat and dog, because
That'll be
you are a nature lover.
yes. Oh, big time. Oh, I love nature, and that's actually the other thing. I don't know where the other lens is, but like I like to. And birds are fun, and flowers. But yeah, nature is just fun. It's easy. They're not very fickle subjects. I don't know. I should take that back. Birds are they're not impossible to catch, but like I'm still getting up to speed with my birding and figuring that out. But it's fun. Yeah, nature's great.
I love the Nature Channel. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and I would love to. Gosh, I don't know how I get there, but there's a world where it would be fun to go on just an expedition for 6 months and just lay under a bush for a week and see if you can get that great 2 minutes of a tiger walking by in the 30 feet from you.
To be honest, I really want to see what you take pictures of and the projects that you do, because I want you to come back. So after 6 months, obviously, come back, and then I want you to we can redo this, and you can show us, like, look what happened in Omaha, look what happened in Philly, look what I saw here. Please let him know, honey. You guys could reach him on Instagram. His name is Brendan, not Brandon.
No.
Brendan. Nagle, Nagle. Naglefeed. Love that. And I love that picture. It's like,
oh, the hair. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
so that was a fun shoot. It was basically the way we did that. I was actually falling. The idea with that is that like it was like the trick to that, like, because everyone like then people remarked it's a cool photo, and like the trick with that one, it was just like falling down
yeah, I love it.
into the frame. It
What's
worked right
your
now.
ultimate goal?
Oh, ultimate goal is just just make more movies, longer ones.
So you want to be a successful filmmaker, director.
Yeah.
That's your ultimate goal.
Yes.
And that sounds like you're gonna do it, babe.
It's steps, yeah. And now I'm considering this one big great location scout of the trip, because we're gonna see we're gonna see what's going on in all the different places.
I just don't want you to doubt yourself, since earlier I hear a little doubt here and a little doubt there. You crazy?
Oh, not that. It's just that there's
Don't
so
bring
many
that
things,
shit
like,
here. You understand?
Yeah. It's just when you say like the short term plans and the long term plans are like they're not like you can have multiple places.
My goal is to be able to quit my job and get paid in another avenue way that has to do in the entertainment business.
Yeah, and that's
You see? Now you don't have a 9 to 5.
it is. I would say it's a 9 to 5. Yeah, I mean it is in the realm of entertainment, but it's not. I'm not doing a camera, and I'm not explicitly writing for it. I'm doing. If you want to check out what I actually do, there's a channel called Fail Army, and if you want to check out the Fail Army YouTube channel and all of their different little, not little, they're big subsidiaries, but like it started off as a channel on YouTube, and now they've branched off into the different social media platforms. So that is the 9 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's
And you're trying to get out of that just so you could be
no, not even that. And that's why I'm so conflicted, because like it's so neat because they're on these different platforms, and it's ironic that like TikTok and Snapchat are like kind of carving away at not like there's always going to be superhero movies, there's always going to be movie theaters, I hope, but there's to some degree that is they're eating away at that longer form 20th century not Fox, but 20 like older form of storytelling. And I'm there helping make that happen, like with these Snapchat stories. And like, here's a
Okay.
fun tip on Snapchat for those that are making Snapchat stories. Your first snap should be something that looks kind of hypnotic, that draws people in, and sure enough, it does. And
So
like when
people
you're
could
on a big channel, it's like,
send to that website?
what's that?
Can people send to that website or no?
Yeah, there, and that's the idea. The whole business is built around like UGC, user generated content. So if you have a funny fail video or a funny pet video, or you did a triple axel while wearing a blindfold, you have
Right.
a cool video that you think could that go on the news or go into some other larger project or ad campaign. You send it in and get it represented by this company, similar to how talent get represented at WME or an agency like that, because content is king. And but there's David, the really classic. You ever heard of David After Dentist or Pizza Rat? Pizza Rat is the famous New York one.
Right.
The rat that was carrying the pizza through the subway.
Mhm.
Like that video. I don't know the numbers and what the owner's seen out of it, but yeah, that was a really hot piece of content that's now been to every corner of the internet. And
Because how old are you?
how old can I play?
I don't know. You got a beard, man. You
I
got
know
a
I should have
beard.
shaved for this. I'm sorry, I look scraggly.
You got a beard, man. You in your 30s?
Oh yeah,
Okay. 30 what? 35?
33.
33, okay. I was gonna say, ain't no grown ass man. I mean, don't get me wrong. You got 16-year-olds with beards, but you still got a little tenderoni face. That's all I
Yeah,
got.
actually, that's one of the guys that really got me going way back in the day. Our friend named Corey, he had a beard at like 14, and it was
Like a
you
full
are,
beard, right?
yeah, like full beard, and like you
Full.
need to be. And he was really shy, but he was like huge. So it was like, you need to be. People need to. You can do fun things, and people need to see what you can do.
Yeah, at 14. So just
Yeah, and it
imagine.
was cool. And he was our favorite little actor back in those movies back in middle school, high school.
Love it. Well, Brendan Naglefeed, everybody. That's his Instagram. Do you have, and then on YouTube, it's just Brendan Nagle, right?
Yeah, you can find YouTube. Just look up the name. I think I'm the only Brendan Nagle that's.
Yeah, well, that's what I saw.
Yeah, and
Yeah, so-
you look up Thirst Date. Actually, there's a fun one. I thought I was gonna be able to make a vampire movie sooner rather than later, but I didn't. But I
Thirst?
did a short. Thirst, like Thirst
T-H-
Date.
IRST
Yeah, Date.
DATE. Date.
That was
Okay.
if you saw, depending on what clips you saw, it was the vampire one. I don't know if you saw a vampire clip, but it's a short film about two vampire slayers who
I did not see the vampire one. I saw
Ooh,
I saw
it's one of the better ones.
all of your basically the different episodes, and then you put them all in one. And I just absolutely loved it because editing work is not easy. I don't know if people think it is. I mean, you can edit. Don't get me wrong. It's like singing, but are you great at it?
I can
That's the
sing, but
difference.
can
Right.
I sing? Should I
I
sing?
can sing, but I'm not great at it, right? So
Yeah.
I can edit, but I'm not great at it. That's not my forte. That's not, I would have to literally sit and practice and learn and blah, blah, blah. And that's just not my passion, babe. I'm a comedian at heart. I like to be in film. I like to do I like to play different roles. I definitely trying to get my own little reel right now because I am in different projects, but editing, even directing, it's not, I'm not a photographer, but I could acknowledge art like I acknowledge fashion. Like I don't know, I'm not a seamstress, I don't know how to sew, I don't know. But if I see something, I can acknowledge and I know, wow, that's amazing. Wow, look at that. I'm the person that I'm the viewer.
Yeah, a taste for the craft.
Yeah.
But what is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Dirty Dancing. I absolutely love
Finally
that
saw
movie.
I finally saw. Yeah, like
The first one?
Yeah, the first one.
You
Nobody was
just saw Dirty Dancing?
Yeah, yeah. It was good.
Brendan,
Rachel, baby. It was.
I am gonna appreciate you being honest with me. I just want
It
you
was
to know
amazing.
it's one of the greatest movies ever. I love that.
I'm not denying it. I'm not denying that at all. It was a lot of fun.
I don't know, me and my brother, by being kids and being stuck in the house for a week while my mom was in labor. Because back then, when you had a kid, they kept you in the hospital for a week back in like the late 80s, early 90s. We watched The Cutting Edge, and I don't know if you ever seen that, but that's one of our favorite movies. Yeah, it's like like a figure skating movie, but the guy used to be a hockey skater, and then they scout him, and he becomes like a figure skater, and it's just like one of our favorite movies. That, and then we love the Buffy Vampire Slayer. I don't know why. We just do. We could quote that whole movie. And of course, I love My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Because that's like my family, and I didn't get paid for that movie, so it's bullshit.
You have duct tape using to hang anything up here?
I'm like, huh?
You have duct tape used to hang anything up? Do you use duct tape as frequently as
Are you kidding me? How do you think this poster's up right now?
Duct tape's great. There was a sequel, right?
Oh, look at this. You hear it?
Perfect. No, it's good. It's good.
Did you hear it?
Say. Hold. All right.
I'm like, I'm trying so hard to get this shit.
I love the design. It's East Coast, West Coast. It's really cool.
It's my name. It's Pamela, right?
Yeah.
My name is Pamela, right? We consider ourselves the Hollywood here in New York. So East Coast, LA. But it's my name. That's all it is. And actually, one of my best buddies is the one that he's been calling me that for years. So now I who would have thought? You know, I never thought I'd even have my own podcast. Who really would have thought? I never even really cared about my name, Pamela. It's like, it's not a beautiful name like my siblings. All my siblings.
But it's a beautiful person.
Thank you, baby. That's the point of life. It's better to be beautiful than to have a beautiful name, right? Yes. But everybody's got a cool Greek name except me. Mine is just Pamela.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very Greek. Yeah, it actually does. I mean, that's not a bad thing, but it doesn't. No, you didn't strike me as Greek.
I do strike you as Greek?
I did not at first. No, I did not.
Oh, yeah, you thought I was Puerto Rican.
I read in your record. I saw that you were Greek. Yeah.
You thought I was like a little Boricua over here, huh? You thought I was the West Side. You thought, oh, I love the West Side Story, though, by the way. I love that movie. But
did you see the new one?
No, I have not seen the new one.
It's the same thing, just different locations. Like, they don't do America on a rooftop. They do it in the streets. It's nice.
That's one of my favorite movies. That's why I'm like,
yeah, it's tough. And I love the original too. But I enjoyed it. It's worth watching. Yeah, they do
I love movies, so I'm gonna watch it. I know I'm gonna watch it, you know, and it actually pulls up on those what do you call, like the HBOs and all that, you know, it says like, watch this movie, you know. So I'm gonna get to it. But yeah, so this is it. And Angelo, my artist, is the one that did the artwork. So he's an incredible artist. And then I have a singer that's, when you watch the podcast in the middle, you know, you'll hear like a little clip. She's a professional singer. I don't have like my own like soundtrack yet, but you know, we are getting there, because that's the point. We start out with our mistakes, you know. It was not easy. I did not even have a professional editor, and now I got do this, do that. I got this person, you know. So it's a work in progress, but it's a beautiful thing. So let's do great things. I can't wait for you to bring that ass back to the show, okay? And don't forget, I want to see everything and keep me posted, you know, because you got my number. You know, we are friends. You do know that. And we're going to be working together on something. Watch. I'm going to bring that ass to LA, and we're going to do something. And we're going to do it in a day. Watch. Everybody stay tuned for that. So, Brendan,
those are the
thank
best
you so much for coming. I absolutely adore you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Sagapao to you, and sagapao to everybody.
Sagapao.
Sagapao.